A video sting operation on the Cornell assistant dean is making headlines, claiming the university would allow an ISIS supporting group on campus. We've brought you reaction from the person who published the video and Cornell's reaction. But tonight, WENY's Leanne DeRosa joins us live with reaction from students. Leanne?
Aisha, some Cornell students didn't even know about the report. Others hadn't seen the full video yet. But after learning more, most of them just shook their heads in disbelief. Some Cornell students were shocked.
I think it's very clear that the assistant dean was misled.
What she's talking about is this, a video posted by Project Veritas, where an undercover reporter claims to be a Moroccan student interested in going to Cornell and asked Assistant Dean Joseph Scafito about starting a humanitarian group.
Distressed communities, a humanitarian group in the Middle East, most northern Iraq and Syria.
What the reporter was getting at? Starting a pro-ISIS or Hamas group. Students say they think the questions weren't clear enough.
That it was intentionally made vague to confuse the assistant dean of students, I would say. It was obviously made with an agenda. It seemed like he didn't really know what he was getting into.
A lot of people have said we didn't use the actual word ISIS. Instead, we referred to ourselves as the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, which is ISIS. But I think if you're an actual terrorist going into these offices, you're not going to say, hello, I'm a terrorist from ISIS. You're going to have a cover story. You're going to have a background.
And when asked if Cornell could bring in a freedom fighter to do a training camp for students?
Just like bringing in a coach to do a training on a sports team.
Oh, really? Okay.
Project Veritas says that comparison leads them to believe the university is detached from reality, but students think differently.
I don't think he fully understood what the sort of questions he was being asked. Maybe he didn't fully understand what the student meant by freedom fighters. And I think he was thinking more of like, oh, in an academic context of learning more about these situations, not actually like recruiting Cornell students to go join ISIS.
Cornell University President David Skorton released a statement saying Cornell allowing ISIS training sessions is, quote, ludicrous and absolutely offensive. Project Veritas President James O'Keefe released a statement in response to Cornell's statement saying, quote, if your assistant dean of students has never heard of Hamas or the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, Project Veritas should be the least of your concerns. We stand by our report about your university. There is more to come. If you would like to see the full Veritas report, head to WENY.com and click on the story. In the studio, Leanne DeRosa, WENY News.